Hello and welcome to MuzzleFlash1 video. This is Joe Freeland of cohort 16. I am using the May 2011 version of UDK and today is June 5th. Remember, any textures you see can be downloaded off the SMU server, and once you have those files downloaded, we need to import them. Import is at the bottom left of the content browser, so click. Find the folder that you saved the textures in, and we'll import the three MuzzleFlash textures. Change the package name to MuzzleFlash and select OK to all. We now have our three MuzzleFlash textures. You'll notice the fire texture is different from the other two. This is actually a sprite sheet that can be used for animated textures, and we're going to need to use SUVs both in the material editor and Cascade, the particle editor, so the editor will be able to process it properly. But first, let's just right click the fire texture, create new material, select OK. Now we have a material, and we still need to hook things up, so now we have the texture sample, which is what they usually give us, but again we need SUVs, so process it as separate images. So delete texture sample, find the fire texture in the content browser, and then in material editor find particle sub UVs, and this is basically replacing your texture sample. And then otherwise you set up as normal, find vertex color and multiply. Connect vertex to lower port, particle sub UV into the A port. And then for this texture, since we most likely want the fire to glow, connect the multiply into emissive. And now we have our texture. However, in blend mode, we need to set it to translucent. Oh yeah, to get the background to disappear, connect the alpha channel to opacity. And now we just have just the fire. Now, exit out of material editor, click yes to save your changes. And then with the material selected, right click in empty space and select new particle system. Package is MuzzleFlash, and for name, choose MuzzleFlash particle. Select OK. Now Cascade is opening up. And we can see your texture here. It's showing all the images which we'll eventually fix. And required, PSA square is what we want. Use legacy emitter, so check. Duration 0.15, because we want to last about as long as a gunshot. Set loops to 1, so the emitter plays once each time it's triggered. And then in sub-UVs, for interpolation method, select linear blend so that one sub-image of fire blends into the next. For horizontal, that's the number of columns you have of sub-images, which for our texture is 3. And the sub-image is vertical, is the number of rows, which is in our case is 2. And we want to be able to scale UVs. Then under pawn, we want there to be a bit of fire, so double the 20 into 40. And we want the burst effect, so add burst, expand the point, and count becomes 3. The rest remains the same. Lifetime, the minimum life we want for the fire is 0.2, with the most being 0.23. That's likely to be pretty quick. Initial size, x becomes 16 from x, 13 from m, and for both y's and z's, they all become 0. And for axis lock, switch it to x, y, z. And now we're getting more of the effect we want. Now we need to add the sub-UV sub-image, which is model that's going to process each image. We only need 2 points for this, and luckily that's what we're given. For point 0, in and out stay 0, while the tangents both become 10. And then for point 1, in stays 1, out becomes 16, and the tangents both become 11. We move color over life, delete it by right clicking and delete, and add color initial, so it just uses the starting fire textures or colors. Add rotation, which I think, yeah, the defaults will work just fine. Add initial rotation rate, with the values being 0 for min, -0 for max. Initial location, it will be 2 for x, -2 for the other coordinates, and that's for max and min. We'll finish the last module for the fire next time, and then get started in smoke.